Hi guys, welcome back to another Keiki craft. This is what we'll be making today, our little Pom Pom critter. Isn't he cute? Look at those antennas, good eyes, and little feet. Now yours won't be looking like this, or it can if you want it to look exactly the same, but we can all make them a little bit different. So today, we're going to use all these supplies. This is the paper that we have with all the instructions and supplies that you'll need today. And on the back of this, really important, it has a little outline so we know what shapes we want to cut out for our critters. Okay, I'll leave this on the side for now so we can use it later on. I've got some glue, tacky glue right here. We'll be using this to glue on all the little eyes and features to our critter. And the good part is I got the glue that sits upside down. That way all the glue is sitting down like this and it's not standing up, and then we gotta shake it down. Ketchup bottle. Nice and easy to
squeeze.
Use. Yes. Can't forget, this is what we need to make our critter. It's the yarn. Okay, I also have some felt here. I've got two colors. And I also have, felt foam, and I also have regular felt. This is going to be black and white. Some things you might want to use today are going to be scissors. We'll need to cut the yarn, a pen so we can stencil out our shapes on the foam, and a ruler so we can cut a little piece off for the yarn. Okay, so let's get started. We move these guys off to the side. I'm going to take a piece of this and I'm just going to cut off a ruler's worth. So that's going to be 12 inches. So from one side, hold down my finger and pull the yarn across. There we go. That's all I need. I'm going to use my scissors. I'm going to cut. There we go. I'm going to leave this guy off to the side for now. Okay. So now we're going to make the Pom Pom. So what you can use is the foam, and we'll use both of them. That way it's a little bit more sturdy. And what we're going to do is wrap it around the foam. Or if you want, you can use your hands and wrap around your hands as well. That might get a little sore. So we'll use the foam.
But if you didn't have the foam and you're always going to have your hand, right? So
Exactly.
You could use your hand.
So what I'll do is place my finger or my thumb on the yarn so it doesn't move. I'll pull some of this yarn out to make it a little easier as I go.
I noticed you're pulling it out from the center. That's a great little tip, is pulling it out from the center. Now, if you have a cat or dog, they may want to play with this. So don't put it on the ground.
Exactly. Now that I've pulled some out, I'm going to start wrapping this guy around. So with my thumb, I've got it on the end, and I'm going to go around and around.
Now, in the directions, I noticed, Marissa, it says wrap it around 90 times. When I start wrapping, I always forget how many times, like I lose count. So I actually do it until I'm just out of all the yarn.
Yep. We don't have to do it too tight either.
That's a great tip, because if you do it too tight, you might see that your foam...
It's going to start to curl like this.
Starts to curl.
Yeah. Keep it nice and straight.
Good tip.
Okay, now I'm getting towards the end of the yarn. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get, maybe you'll want some help with the next step that we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna have to tie all of the yarn together now. I'm gonna need some help tying it off. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is try and grab my bunch all together, and then I'm gonna pull it off the foam.
It's kind of tight, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Then we'll put your piece that you had before, that 12 inches, set it down. Then you'll put your pom-pom on top. And now I'm going to tie a knot right in the middle. So I'm going to crisscross these two pieces and tie tight. And then Marissa, if you can put your finger right there, and I'll make a knot. Okay? Ta-da! Tight in the middle. Okay.
There we go. Now it looks like we've got a little bow. Yeah? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our scissors. This is the fun part. We're gonna cut our yarn. So kind of where there might be a little hole where all the loops are, we're gonna start cutting. You don't have to put your scissors all the way in. You can just start snipping a little bit at a time if you want.
So for those of you that are left-handed, you probably want lefty scissors to do this. I'm actually a right-handed person, so this works a little easier for me. So I'm just going through the loops and then just a few at a time and cutting and through the loops and cutting. Oh, it's starting to look cool. Okay.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome. Looky there.
Just fluff him up a bit. There we go.
I wonder what colors everybody else has.
Cute. Got a little green critter now. Now that we've got his body, let's make all the other parts. This is where our paper comes in. So the paper that had the instructions on it, and use the back. So this one says you'll need 2 for the eye, the black part, and 2 white for the eye. So this is where the felt comes in. I'm going to use these guys right here, and I'm going to use my scissors. I'm going to use the scissors to cut out the white, these 2 circles. There we go. Cut it around. If it's easier, you can cut it off into smaller sections, and then you can cut it.
So Marissa, since you're left-handed, how are you using the scissors? Are they upside down, or you're using your...
I'm using them the same way.
Oh, okay.
But I think I cut it at an angle.
Okay, it's just a little bit different for you when you're left-handed.
Yes. But yeah, when it's thicker objects like the yarn, it's a little bit harder to cut than paper.
Gotcha.
Gotta be careful, we don't want to cut our fingers. Cut around. Okay. I've got my eyes. So this is, the bigger circle is going to be the white. The smaller circle is for the black. Okay, so we could do this the easy way of folding the felt in half and then placing the circle on top and then cutting around. Then we'd have 2 white circles and we'd only have to cut 1 time. I think that might be easier. We can also trace. So I'm going to use the white felt, and I'm going to use the bigger circle, and the easy way to do it is I'm going to fold the felt in half, just like that. And I'm going to grab my white circle. I'm going to place it right here on the ground for me to use. I've got my pen right here, and I'm going to just trace around. Doesn't have to be thick or anything. We just need to be able to see it once we take the paper off. There we go.
Marissa, would you like my help cutting that?
Yes.
Is the felt a little tougher to cut?
I can try.
Okay.
I will try. See if I can do it on my own. Then if I can't, I will ask for help. Oh, nope.
Felt might
help.
be a little bit tougher to cut when you don't have the proper scissors. So again, we're taking the scissors, and Marissa, she just folded it in half. So we cut both of the eyes at the same time. This is a little trick that you can do to make things go a little faster. Now, if the two pieces of felt are too difficult to cut through, don't worry, you can cut one at a time. Here, we'll put it on here so they can see. Too white. Oh, that one's kind of crazy. That's okay, I'll just put that in down. And then the cute little black one, we've got a nice trick. We're just, instead of tracing it, because our black pen won't show up on here, we're just gonna take the black, fold it in half again. Oh, where's that little dot? There it is. Place it down. And again, I folded the paper in half. You could use chalk. Did you know that trick? You can use chalk to trace around it. And that way it leaves a little white line. And I'm just easily going around it since we couldn't trace it. It's kind of sticking to my thumb. I'll just pick it up again. This eye's small. Okay, take it away, Marissa.
Thank you. Always nice to have help. Okay, now we have the eyes. Yay! So the black goes over the white, and there we go.
So you could probably go ahead and just glue those on and let those start drying,
Yes,
right?
exactly. I've got my glue. I have this one right here too. This one works just as good.
We already had that little guy open.
Yep. I'm gonna glue the black felt to the white. Get that guy on there.
And you can place those little black eyeballs wherever you want. You could place it in the middle of the white or up on the top of the white, just depending on the look that you want your little critter to have.
I like his eyes down here.
Cute. What kind of critter are you gonna make?
I don't know. Could be a sea monster.
Ooh, a sea monster. You could just leave the eyes just like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Could. This guy just kind of sits there.
He kind of looks like the Cookie Monster to me.
Okay. Just leave it there, or we can just glue it on. If you already know where you want to place it. There we go. Gluing the back of the white felt to the eye. Just pressing it against the yarn. There we go.
When I was a kid, we used to call these warm fuzzies. That's what our teacher called them, was warm fuzzies.
So cute. Okay, now we get to do all the other stuff, which is making the claws, the ears, or the feet, or antennas. Anything you want. So you don't have to follow the outlines or the parts like this. You could make whatever you want. But I think I'll do some ears. Maybe I'll do claws. I'll do some claws.
I noticed on the front of that paper there was a picture of a crab, and so that's why we put those little claws, but they could be anything. Mm-hmm. They could even be like little feet like I did on my blue one. This is where you use your imagination and you can make anything. This is a critter, so you decide. We've given you 2 pieces of fun foam. So you could make up different creations.
Maybe I'll have one pink claw and one blue claw.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. Now I'm going to trace the stencil that I got around my foam.
And I noticed that Miss Marissa is tracing at the corner of her felt and not right in the middle. This is great because she is not wasting any of her fun foam. She can make lots more things by utilizing the corner.
Yep. So I have enough space to maybe do ears or feet again or more claws.
Let me know if you need help.
I'll try again. Oh, I'm cutting it.
The foam feels a little more like butter, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's easier. And I notice you're cutting both at the same time.
Yes. I'm going to have one pink claw and one blue claw. If I wanted to, I guess you could fold the foam in half. It's a little bit more difficult than the regular felt that we had before.
Miss Marissa, do you ever use your right hand to do anything? Or are you just strictly left-handed?
No. What do I do with my right hand? Play golf with my right hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No one ever carries a left set of clubs. I think that's very rare. Okay. There we go. I think I'm gonna glue this guy on. How should I do it?
That's kind of silly. I like it.
Maybe in there. Like that.
Oh, how fun. So we'll just use a little bit of glue.
Yeah, and I think I'll glue the front and the back and then kind of smash it in between and squeeze it. That way it kind of sits on the side like that.
Gotcha.
Get my glue. I'm going to put some right here and some on the back.
So this glue stays wet for a little bit, so you'll just need to let it sit before you play with your little critter.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
These are really fun. We can't wait to see the creations that you guys make.
Same thing on the other side. We've got glue on both sides. And I think I'm going to sandwich it. Maybe I'll have it a little bit more up, like he's waving high. There we go. It looks good.
so cute. Well, we're going to go play with our little critters. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.